Hello, my name is Brian Kenny, and I want to take the opportunity to thank you for taking a moment of your time to watch this presentation, which we call How to Grow a Money Tree Utilizing the Power of One. But first, folks, stop the insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Let's face it, the economy sucks. Bills are rising at an alarming rate. The problem is that there is too much month left at the end of every paycheck. And when you add that to rising taxes, folks, we have an electrifying situation which is just stressing out pretty much everyone. So, what is the solution to the problem? Well, I don't know. Maybe you've heard of this gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in that book, he said the richest leaders in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for works. And the primary subject of this book was about network marketing. And maybe you've heard of Warren Buffett. Did you know that one of Warren Buffett's largest acquisitions was Pampered Chef, a network marketing company? Have you ever wondered why? I know you've heard of this gentleman. His name is Donald Trump. When Donald Trump made an appearance on the David Letterman show, Dave asked him what he would do if he lost everything and had to start from scratch. And without hesitating, Donald Trump said that he would find a good network marketing company and get to work. The audience started to hoot and boo him. He looked out at the audience and he deadpanned his response. He said, "That's why I'm sitting up here and you are all sitting out there." Now, folks, I have to say, if you are one of those who hoot and boo when it comes to network marketing, this presentation simply is not for you. And to my fellow network marketers, it is essential for us to have the hooters and the booers. We do not want, nor do we need, everyone to say yes to our presentations. What we are looking for are leaders, not hooters and booers. You see, we actually are going to need people who are going to shine our shoes and who is going to carry our luggage and drive us around in taxi cabs when we go to our various opportunity meetings. We don't need people to check us out at cashiers and some people to actually clean our homes. So the next time that someone says no to you, I want you to smile and say thank you because I'm going to have need of your services someday. Now, there are three major components that make network marketing so powerful. They are leverage, duplication, and logarithmic growth. And we're going to take a moment and look at each of these components and try to explain why they make network marketing so powerful. But first, we have to give this disclosure. This illustration is for the purpose of showing the power of duplication and logarithmic growth only. This is not an income claim, but a mathematical model showing how duplication and logarithmic growth can potentially affect the growth of your organization. The amount of income that you earn could be more or less. It really depends on you. It is the power of duplication and logarithmic growth that we want you to focus on as you follow this illustration. Even though we have chosen the matrix income from GVO for this illustration, we could have chosen any number of other companies. This is a universal training for all network marketing companies. Okay, let's begin. What is leverage? First off, leverage is the key to true financial independence. If you have to work 10 to 15 hours per day to earn money, you are its slave. You are not free. On the other hand, if you're creating more income than all your debts in your sleep, you are financially free. And this is what we mean by leverage, doing a little to earn a lot. Now, there are all types of ways of creating leverage. We're going to focus on what we call OPE. And OPE simply is other people's efforts. So let's look at duplication. Folks, duplication is a system that can be easily duplicated by others. That's it. A simple system that can be duplicated by others. What we're presenting to you today is the Global for Wealth Success System. It is a simple system. It is easily duplicated by anyone with a desire for success. It consists of, well, first of all, number one, you have to find a network marketing company that understands internet marketing. Now, folks, there are a lot of companies that are utilizing the internet today, but there's only a few companies that are really designed to take full advantage of the power that the internet offers unto you. Number two, join the Global Wealth Initiative. It's 100% free. You'll have access to this video and other lead generating tools that are functional for the internet. Number three, and this is critical, show the video. You have to show this video to all of your potential leaders, because a real leader is someone who's going to understand this system. It's that simple, folks. Show the video. Now, this is critical. For this system to work, you must spend your time with leaders only. Now, a leader is anyone, and I mean anyone, who will work the system, that is showing the video, who will do it diligently and faithfully for 1 solid year. It's that simple. Folks, don't waste your time with hooters, booers, and especially the non-doers. Those are the people who say they want, but will do nothing to get it. Now we're going to talk about multiplication and logarithmic growth. Now this is best illustrated by what we call the power of one. And it begins with the planting of a simple seed. And what we mean by seed is that every company out there has an initial investment that you must make. You must plant it. You'll grow nothing if you don't plant that initial seed. Once you understand the power created by leverage, duplication, and exponential growth, you will appreciate the beauty and the simplicity of the Global for Wealth Success System. So, folks, let's begin to plant those seeds and grow that money tree. Please don't be fooled by the simplicity of the system. Just because this is easy to implement and will not cost you an arm and a leg does not in any way take away from the incredible income potential of what the power of one will do for you. So we're going to look at how to plant a money tree. Remember, you must begin by planting that initial investment, that seed. If you want to grow a money tree, not only must you plant the seed, you must cultivate them. Now, your initial investment or seed will vary depending upon your company. With GVO, it begins with a $44.95 per month investment. Now, if you want to get a detailed explanation of the GVO program, you can go to our website at goglobalforwealth.com, GWI, and we will explain it in detail. It's a pretty long presentation, but it's detailed. Now, GVO has several income streams. However, for this illustration, we are only going to focus on the Fast Start bonus and the matrix income streams only. We're not going to discuss any of the other income streams. Now with GVO, you get a $22 Fast Start bonus on the first sale of each person you personally sponsor first month only. Thereafter, you obtain $2.24 per month on the matrix income on each person who is in your matrix, including the person you sponsored or anyone who has sponsored someone who falls into your matrix. You will earn that $2.24 per month, provided you meet the minimum requirements. So let's look at an illustration. In your first month, let's say you bring into your organization one brand new leader. So if you don't count yourself, you have a total of one leader on your team and one person in your total organization. So what you would have earned that first month in your income streams would have been a $22 Fast Start bonus. In your second month, your team member of one sponsors one leader. They add one brand new leader to your team. You add the two together, you have two leaders in your total organization. However, you sponsor one new leader, and when you add that to the two, you have three leaders on your team. That would give you a total income of that month of $22 plus $2.24 times two people for a total of $26.48. And I know, folks, $22, $26, I mean, what are you going to do with that? However, when you get to your third month, your team members of three leaders sponsors one leader each, adding three new leaders on your team for a total of six leaders. You sponsor one new leader, adding one more new leader to your team, giving you a total of seven leaders on your team. You'll earn your $22 on your personally sponsored person for the first month, plus six people times $2.24 for a total of $35.44. So now you're starting to get somewhere. But don't get discouraged. You have to continue to water and cultivate that tree. The fourth month, you have seven leaders that on your team now. They each sponsor one new leader each, adding seven brand new leaders to your team for a total of 14 in your total organization. However, you sponsor one more leader. That means that brings your total team organization to 15 leaders. Remember, each one teach one and everyone wins. You get your $22 for your personally sponsored person that month. 14 times $2.24 is $31.36. And when you add them together, you would have earned $53.48. You are now in profit. The fifth month, your team of 15 leaders sponsors one leader each, adding 15 brand new leaders to your team for a total of 30. You sponsor one more new leader, adding one more new leader, giving you a total organization of 31 leaders. That's important, not hooters and booers. You will now be earning $150 per month. You can do something with this, folks. You can maybe even pay a bill. But let's look at the sixth month. You have a team of 31 leaders, and that's important. And each one of these leaders add 31 new leaders because they add one leader each. That gives you a total of 62 leaders, plus you sponsor one more new leader. That gives you a total of 63 leaders in your income. Excuse me, folks, I don't mean income. I mean organization. 63 leaders in your organization. That means you would have earned $22 off the person you personally sponsored, 62 members in your organization, you earn $2.24 off of each one, 138 plus your 22, you earn $160.88. Folks, continue to water your tree. Things are about to get interesting. In your seventh month, your team of 63 leaders each sponsor one new leader each, adding 63 brand new people to your team for a total of 126. You now sponsor one more new leader, adding one more new leader to your group for 127 leaders. When you add the numbers together, folks, you're hitting over $300 per month. You can lease a car. You can do all sorts of things with an extra $300 per month in your pocketbook. It can make a difference for a lot of people. But look at month 8. You have 127 new leaders. Each one sponsors one leader each, adding 127 brand new leaders to your team for a total of 254. You now sponsor one more new leader, adding one more leader to your team, giving you a total of 255 leaders. And what are you earning now, folks? Close to $600 per month. You are now being able to do something with that money. The ninth month comes. You have 255 leaders. Each one sponsored one leader each, adding a brand new 255 leaders to your organization for a total of 510 leaders. And how many do you personally sponsor? You got it, one. That adds one additional leader for a total of 511 liters in your ninth month. And how much are you making now, folks? Over $1,000 per month. Can you see the power? You have only sponsored 9 leaders, but you have 511 leaders in your organization. This is leverage. This is the leverage of OPE, other people's efforts, not just your own, but other people's. Your 10th month, your existing organization of 511 leaders sponsors 1 leader each, adding 511 brand new leaders for a total of 1,022 leaders in your organization. And you sponsor, you got it 1. That gives you a total of 1,023 leaders in your organization. You earn your constant $22. 1,022 times $2.24 gives you over $2,000 per month. And folks, many people are not earning that even right now. That can make a huge difference in your life if you plant and you grow your tree properly. In the 11th month, your existing organization of 1,023 leaders sponsors 1, and I mean only 1 leader each. That will give you an additional 1,023 brand new leaders for a total of 2,046 leaders in your organization. And you know what you'd have to do. You have to find 1. And when you do that, gives you a total of 2,047 people in your organization. That's your $22 plus 2,046 times $2.24. Folks, you're making over $4,600 per month. I think some people would be jumping for joy and screaming glory hallelujah if they could earn $4,600 every single month for the rest of their life. 12th month comes. Like we said, 1 year. You have 2,047 leaders, each finding 1 brand new leader. That adds another 2,047 leaders to your team. And how many do you find? That's correct. You find 1. That gives you 4,095 people in your organization. And folks, look what you're bringing home now, over $9,000 per month. I think you can jump for joy with that. Because you took that seed and you planted it and you grew that money tree, which literally acts as a perpetual cash generating machine. You have an organization that will produce for you a potential monthly residual income stream of $9,000 per month for the rest of your life because you built a solid team. A solid team of leaders. Not hooters, not booers, and not non-doers. Notice that you only work with 1 leader each month for a total of 12 leaders for the entire year, yet your organization has grown to over 4,000 leaders and will continue to grow regardless of what you do because you built it properly. You taught them to understand the power of 1. In your 13th month, folks, you decide to take a vacation. Now I want to ask you this question. How many of you think you can go to a new job, work 1 year, go to your boss at the end of the year and say, you know what, boss, I think I want to take a 1-month vacation and do nothing. But look what happens if you use the power of 1 and you build a solid organization. 13th month, your existing organization of 4,095 leaders, and that's key, not hooters, not booers, not non-doers, each find 1 brand new leader each, adding 4,095 new leaders to your team for a total of 8,190 leaders. And you're on vacation. You don't sponsor no one. So your organization has grown to 8,190 leaders, and folks, that means you will be bringing home over $18,000 per month. Do you see the power of 1? Do you understand what we're talking about? Building a solid team so that you can produce an incredible money tree. Let's recap your 13th month as you rejoice and smile all the way to the bank. This month, having worked hard finding only 12 leaders, you take a 1 month vacation. When you return, you find that you have an organization of over 8,000 leaders in your organization. Notice that your organization is doubling every month. That means in your 14th month, you could have over 16,000 leaders in your organization, and over 32,000 in your 15th month, and so on, provided you built a solid team of leaders. Remember, leave the hooters, leave the doers, and the non-doers alone. Folks, as you will tons of money to the bank, your only problem is going to be with the IRS. And we at the Global Level for Wealth system have made a pact with the tax masters to provide our members with direct access to them. You'll be able to get tax tips. You will be able to get consultation and discounts if you so desire on your tax returns. So let's do a little investment analysis. And remember, in this illustration, we are only including two of GVO's income streams. As I stated earlier, if you want to learn more about the other income streams, please visit goglobalforwealth.com/GWI. You know, when you look at an investment, when you look at a business, you want to see how fast are you going to be able to get into profit. Well, based upon this mathematical model, in your first month, you will have invested $44.95. You would have earned $22, so your initial out-of-pocket expense would be $22.95. Your second month investment would be $44.95, and you would have earned $26 that month. So your out-of-pocket expense would be $18.95. The third month, your investment would be $44.95. You would have earned $35 based on this model. Your out-of-pocket expense would be $9.95. But look at the fourth month. You earned $53. Your out-of-pocket expense is $44.95. You have made a plus $8.95. You are now in profit, folks. This is incredible. There's not many businesses that you can enter into and be within profit within the first few months. That's one of the reasons why network marketing is so powerful, provided you build your teams properly. Now, in any investment, an investor is going to look at his return on his overall investment. If you can get your investment back within a 5-year period, many investors would, that would just be overjoyed. In real estate, when I was a real estate agent, my investors would be extremely happy if I could show them how to get a return on their investment within a 10-year period. But let's look at your return on your investment in 1 year. Now, in the first year, your total cash outlay would be a whopping big $539 per month. Buy a franchise, folks. In 1980, we purchased a Realty World franchise. That's when we were in taxes. We spent even more with my tax franchise, but for my real estate franchise, we spent over $6,000. Here you can spend $539 and make way more money than we did even in the real estate industry. Now, your total income generated in 1 year would be a total of over $9,182 based on this illustration. Total income. But look at what you would have returned. Look at the return on your investment. Over $8,500. I'm telling you, folks, that is phenomenal. There is no investment opportunity out there like network marketing. That's why Warren Buffett brought Pampered Chef. That's why Robert Kiyosaki writes so many books about it. And that's why Donald Trump said that if he lost everything, he would jump right into this industry because the power of it is so incredible. First, folks, find a company, get that initial investment, that seed money, plant it, cultivate it, take care of it, and watch your money tree grow. Stop the insanity, folks. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. It is time to rethink the way you earn your money. I thank you for watching this presentation, and I'm asking you to stay tuned for part two. In part two, we're going to discuss how to pick the best Power of One companies. As I said, the Power of One would work for any network marketing companies, but there are certain companies that are better suited to take advantage of the Power of One and of the internet. So thank you once again. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in part two.